So, this is Chance. Oh yeah, that's you, mate. That's you. And this is his last chance.
Well, I mean, we put Chance up for adoption.
Hi, buddy.
Chance is an American Bulldog. We think he's around 1.5 to 2 year old, and he's here at the farm because he was scheduled to be put to sleep. We don't know much about him, but he's here to undergo a rehabilitation process.
We're gonna have some fun, aren't we, mate? Okay, mate, come on.
All we know about Chance is that his owner turned up to the pound and surrendered him to be put to sleep and ended up on a kill list. So now he's here at the farm as his last chance of a normal life. My first impression of Chance was, holy dooly, what are we in for here? Chance is a very well-muscled dog. Chance just exuded power, strength and confidence in both physical and mental capacities.
Sit.
It's a long drawn-out process. There's a specific benchmark that they need to achieve before you can start to tackle the real issues.
Good boy, mate. Good boy. Look at you.
I need these dogs to really respect me and the information that I'm giving them for them to make the changes that I'm going to ask them to make later down the track.
Yeah, good boy. Good boy. That's right, mate.
Very, very quickly, we discovered that Chance and Roscoe were nemesis. They hated each other. That kind of drive is something that we thought we could use to our advantage. We ended up using that desire to get to each other as distraction training. There is no point in that interaction that he shied away at all. That tells me a lot about Chance. He was looking for the upper hand. He is calm and focused in that intense environment. That shows experience. So this is a serious dog. In short, this is going to take a lot of time. It's probably going to be the longest rehab we've done so far.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Look at you. Good job.
He does have a beautiful face, doesn't he?
Yeah, mate, yeah. Check the fence. Yeah, look at you guys. Good boy, Chance. Good boy. You're a boy, Chancey boy. Good job, guys. Well done. So, this is Chance. Oh yeah, that's you, mate. That's you. And this is his last chance. He's got some pretty serious dog aggression. No. However, he is showing a lot of signs of wanting to be a good boy. He wants to do the right thing. He wants to impress us. He really wants to do the right thing, don't you, mate? You just got some bad habits. What a morning. Good morning, buddy. Looks like you stripped that dry, eh? Good boy. Free. Good boy. Well done. Nope. Sit. Drop. Good boy. Drop. Good boy. Cool, so Chancey boy here is on a halter on lead.
What we're trying to achieve here is teaching the dog this language that we use and making sure that they understand that they can never ignore that. We want these dogs to be 100% responsive all the time.
And even with all the distractions going on, he's still super responsive, you know, to whatever I'm saying. Everywhere I go, he's pointing his ears back at me. He's always taking note. And so they are really good qualities for a dog that needs to make a change as significant as what he does.
We're not dealing with the majority of dogs here. We are dealing with the dogs that are falling through the cracks, the dogs that people are giving up on because they're too difficult, the dogs showing extreme levels of aggression and antisocial behaviour. Dogs that society has given up on. Nobody has the time for them because it is the too hard basket. I do this thing where I don't tell anyone what I'm about to do.
So this will be the first time that we're going to have Chance out in the therapy pack with Roscoe and Nevaeh out together, off lead, off muzzle. So it will add a little bit of a different dynamic, but I'm hoping that the energy of the pack isn't going to revert these two back to their old behaviours.
The first time I let Chance off the lead with no muzzle, it was a very tense first couple of encounters.
I was excited.
Because I know how serious it could go. I was confident that he knew the rules. He now had the mental capacity to stay in control and control his urges, listen to my commands, and he didn't disappoint.
Chance. Good boy.
So Chance is back in his room
Yep.
because he didn't pass the...
Well, he burnt his trip today. He did a really good boundary, and then as we come through this gate, I just gave him a recall, and he was just excited at the fact that he was out running around, which is normal, but decided that that excitement meant that he didn't have to do the training. So the problem with it is we know he's going to cause a lot of damage. The problem is now, especially with a simple recall, when I say no to him and him running away, if that was him biting another dog and then me saying no and him running away, I've got all these other dogs here ripe for the picking as far as he's concerned. So that turns into a really bad situation. I've always said, train for worst case scenario. All we're doing with Chance is exposing him to harder and harder scenarios. You can't just sit in easy street forever. You know, he's passed easy street the last week or so. We've been giving it to him, and then now we're making it harder. So don't feel sorry for him. This is just a learning point. This is a stepping stone. He'll get there eventually. It's just going to take more time. Chance. Good boy. Nope. Good boy. Good boy. Chance through. Good boy, man. Chance. Got a catch. Chance. Good job, buddy. Good boy. That was it, mate. Good dog. Well done. Through. Good dog. Chance. Chance. Wait.
I've injured myself. I'm icing my ankle at the moment. Took my shoes off. We're in the pool, ready to get in. And Chance had a brain snap. He started fully attacking Rosie. And so I ran in there to break it up. And I can't really walk that well. I didn't realise at the time, but it wasn't until I put Chance away and started walking back that I couldn't put weight on it. And it's all swollen.
But the Rosie incident was the first time Chance has received antisocial behaviour since being introduced to the pack.
So Rosie sticks to you like glue when Chance is in amongst the pack.
Yeah. Some time of him being involved in everything, him being a part of everything. He was not isolated anymore. All the other dogs started to relax around him, and then Rosie on this particular occasion ended up nipping him in the rear leg. Before we even knew what had happened, Chance was ragdolling Rosie. That changed the amount of freedom we were able to give Chance. It definitely changed the type of training that we needed to prepare him for, because initially it was always based on the aggression in front of you and we're just going to ignore it and walk through. So now we've identified that during Chance's initial couple of weeks here at the farm, when he had a muzzle on and he showed all that aggression towards every single dog that came near him, Rosie has held a grudge. So we have to get Chance ready for that kind of interaction. And he needs to learn how to tolerate that and not react and listen to his handler over the top of everything.
Chance. Good job. Good job. He's bigger, tougher, stronger than, 99% of the dogs. And so why would you let another dog push you around? I know when I was in the military, I've got mates that are similar to him, where they're just like, the mentality is, I'm bigger than you, don't argue with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in that world, he's the king.
He is.
So, but I'm just teaching him to live in another world where everybody gets along and you don't use those cards that you've been dealt. So you have a secret weapon in your pocket, don't pull it out, don't use it here.
I see similarities in my military career to these rehab journeys. I've been there before. I have had to relearn the rules of socialization and how to conduct yourself in society, so I could definitely relate to Chance with his journey. I could see in Chance that he had it in him.
Nope. Good boy. Through. Good boy, mate. Good boy. Hi.
I could see from a very early stage he wanted to do the right thing. He just didn't know what the right thing was, and then once he understood what the right thing was, he knew it was difficult.
Sit. Good girl, Nevaeh. Through. Good boy. Sit.
He was coming from a world where the rules were very different.
Sit. Good girl, darling. Good girl. Through. Free, good boy. Well done.
I knew he could get there, that someone just needed to put in the time. This particular rehab for Chance ended up being 4 times longer than any other rehab we've done.
Chance.
There's definitely a moment in the training where, you know, you sit back and you go, he's ready.
Good boy.
In saying that, he's ready to the point where someone else can now continue the journey with him. Whoever takes him on needs to maintain this level of training.
Gotta take it day by day. It doesn't matter what they say. Gotta keep your eyes in focus.
Good boy, mate. See the way he looks at me?
Yeah, he likes a lot of eye contact, doesn't he?
Just to the very end. And when they knock you down, just take it on the chin.
Seeing him achieve these milestones is such a proud moment, and it makes me feel like all the blood, sweat and tears and tireless hours of training, it's all worth it. I think his whole life people have given up on him and they have always doubted him. He just needed someone to believe in him.
He won't let me work. He's like, come back here. Okay, we've got to put the Christmas tree together now. He's like, forget about this tree, give me cuddles. Look at it, look at it, look at it.
I feel like Chance and I shared a lot more than just our rehab journey together. I can definitely see a bit of myself in Chance.
He's not too sure what's going on at this stage, but he's having his last little run around with the pack. And then it will be on the road. We're going on a road trip up to Queensland to drop Chance off at his new forever home, which happens to be the same home that Nevaeh is living. So therefore they're going to be brother and sister now.
Hi, Angel. You beautiful boy. Oh, thank you, sweet pea. Have a wonderful life, darling. Okay. Oof.
And we are off to Chance's new home. I'm very excited to see Nevaeh. I'm excited to reintroduce Chance and Nevaeh again, reunite them. Here we go, buddy. Hi. Hi. Chance. Hi, mate. Good boy. Good boy. Go free. Go. Good boy, mate. Hi, darling. Hi. Yeah, Chancey boy's here.
There was a huge sense of, you know, being proud that he had made it. Even though I haven't experienced this yet, I feel like it would be similar to when a child grows up and then leaves home and they're just spreading their wings and getting on with their life. You want to stay here with your mate Nevaeh? Oh yeah, look at all these awesome paddocks to go and sniff in. Hey, all these horse friends of yours. Hey, what do you reckon, mate? Is this what we've been working for? Hey, see you, buddy. You deserve it, mate. Oh yeah, you deserve it, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. I'll see you, mate. Hey, all the best, buddy. Good boy, mate. I'm proud of you. it was a really special moment for me because I went through and celebrated and cried and was by Chance's side every step of the way. So I knew exactly what he'd been through and we'd been through it together.
They don't last long in the squeakers, do they? Yeah, it was good. Really, couldn't have gone any better, really. I wanted to see their interaction when they first saw each other. Once they got comfortable, I wanted to see them compete with each other. You know, we ticked off quite a few scenarios in just that little couple of hours there. So yeah, it was really good. And I held it together all the way up until I gave him that salute. I went to the bus and pulled Mars out. We are going to cancel daycare as we know it. We're going to use that time to focus on rescue and rehabilitation of the dogs that require that attention. We only discovered, you know, the gravity of this issue in Australia with rescue dogs and dogs in need and backyard breeders and overpopulation of abandoned dogs. We can't turn our back on it. Now that we've seen it, we just couldn't do it. It's pretty special, you know, that we're able to give these dogs this life, you know. It's always a little bit daunting and, you know, shutting down our business and going into this line of work where we're just working with rescue dogs that nobody wants, that are falling through the cracks of the system, you know, going to be put to sleep, and then here's two that are now living their best life, happy as can be, not a care in the world. You know, it makes going out on a limb and risking everything all worth it when you see an end result like that.
Oh, good boy.